I asked you guys to ask me literally anything about Project X, and wow, you did not disappoint. Some of these questions were expected, but some of them genuinely surprised me. One of you wanted to know the release date. Someone asked if multiplayer is finally happening. Another asked if Zerav and Elze could return. And one question made me think about how Project X could connect to Epic Conquest 2. So today, I'm answering as many of your questions as possible. Let's get into it. Before we start, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who participated in the community post. I honestly didn't expect so many great questions, and it's awesome seeing how excited everyone is for Project X. If we keep getting this many questions, I'll definitely make a part 2 in the future because there were quite a few I couldn't fit into one video. So, enough talking. Let's jump into your questions. Question 1, asked by It's Imaginator. Question: will the story be changed in any way? So yes, actually, according to Mr. Robo during the Project X preview livestream, the story is being changed because the original version didn't fully capture the vision they had for the game. And honestly, I think that's a good thing. I'd rather they take their time and tell the story they actually want to tell than rush something they aren't completely happy with. If they're rebuilding the story, chances are it'll fit the gameplay and world much better than before. Question 2, asked by It's Imaginator. Question: how will the mechanics and systems improve in the final project? This is actually something I'm really excited about. The developers updated the engine, removed systems that really didn't need to exist, like data cores, and streamlined a lot of unnecessary features. So instead of adding more complexity, they're focusing on making everything smoother. Better optimization, cleaner mechanics, and hopefully a much more enjoyable experience overall. If you've played the previous version, I think you'll immediately notice the difference. Question 3, asked by It's Imaginator. Question: is there more information about rebuilding villages? Does it affect the story? As of right now, we don't have any additional information. But personally, I think it'll be connected to the story. A good example is Epic Conquest 2. When we helped Nina search for Jesse, we naturally learned about blacksmiths, upgrades, and other mechanics through the story. I wouldn't be surprised if Project X uses the exact same approach. Instead of throwing tutorials at you, they'll probably teach you everything naturally as the story progresses. And honestly, I prefer that, but what do you guys think? Would you rather have traditional tutorials, or learn everything naturally through the story? Let me know in the comments. Question 4, asked by It's Imaginator. Question: how is the dev team doing? From everything we've seen, I'm sure they're doing well. They've been putting a lot of effort into rebuilding the game. So if there's one thing I'd ask from the community, it's to stay patient. Game development isn't easy. The more time they have to polish Project X, the better the final game will be. And while we're supporting developers, you could also support this channel by subscribing. I mean, I had to sneak that in somewhere. Question 5, asked by It's Imaginator. Question: what are your opinions on the character models, especially Zeravene? I honestly think they look fantastic. They're clearly inspired by Epic Conquest 2 style, but everything looks more refined. The proportions, the animations, the overall polish, it all feels like the next evolution of what we're already familiar with. And Zeravene, yeah, they absolutely cooked with that design. By the way, if you're enjoying this Q&A and want more Project X updates, Epic Conquest guides, live streams, and gaming content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow, and we've got plenty more content coming. Alright, back to the questions. Question 6, asked by Mohamed Siley. Question: will Marduk and Marlene sets be upgraded into Abyssal gear? At the moment, no, nothing has been announced regarding that. So unless the developers say otherwise in the future, we shouldn't expect that to happen. Question 7, asked by Fahad Emil. Question: when will Blood Eclipse and Midnight Avenger return? My guess is, they'll probably return after the other seasonal events have had their reruns. So things like Halloween, summer, and any other scheduled events. Since Blood Eclipse wasn't that long ago, I think it'll take some time before it comes back. Question 8, asked by Jonathan Verilap. Question: will players with advanced Project X accounts get XP potions or restored characters? This is something a lot of players have been worried about. But don't panic. The developers already confirmed that account data was backed up. So players who invested lots of time, maxed characters, or even spent money, will receive compensation that helps with progression. So your efforts weren't wasted. I'm actually curious. How far did you get in the old Project X? Were your characters maxed, or were you just getting started? Question 9. Asked by Michael Almeida. Question. How will the open world and missions work? The easiest way to explain it. Think of Project X as a lightweight offline open world RPG. Kind of like a simplified Genshin-style experience, but fully optimized for offline play. As for missions, I expect them to work similarly to Epic Conquest 2. You'll follow story quests, side quests, and naturally unlock new systems as you progress. Question 10. Asked by Tempestec. Question. Is Project X in the same universe as Epic Conquest 2? Will Zerav and Elze appear? This hasn't actually been confirmed. So right now, we simply don't know. But if they are connected, I'd absolutely love to see Zerav or Elze make an appearance. Whether it's as playable characters, NPCs, or even just story cameos, I think fans would lose their minds. Question 11. Asked by Lucas Rene. Question. Will there be multiplayer? This one's easy. No. Multiplayer has officially been scrapped. So Project X will remain a single-player experience. Question 12. Asked by Victor Origi. Question. Minimum RAM requirement. Nothing official yet, but based on everything we've seen, if your phone runs Epic Conquest 2 reasonably well, you'll probably be able to play Project X too. My personal estimate is around 4 GB RAM minimum, but we'll have to wait for official specifications. Question 13. Asked by Max John and Jonathan Barrelab. Question. When is Project X releasing? This is probably the most asked question. Unfortunately, we still don't have an official release date, but we do have an expected timeframe. If the developers stick to their current plans, we're likely looking at the last quarter of the year, so somewhere around September onward. Of course, that could change depending on development. Final question. Asked by Basking of Darkness. Question. Will Project X be offline? Yes, and this has already been confirmed. Project X will be an offline, open-world action RPG. I know that's something a lot of players were hoping for, so it's great to finally have confirmation. And that's going to wrap up today's Project X Q&A. Huge thank you to everyone who left a question on the community post. If your question didn't make it into today's video, don't worry. Part 2 is definitely possible. If you enjoyed hanging out with me today, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and turn on notifications so you never miss future Project X news, Epic Conquest guides, live streams, and everything else we've got coming. Until next time, take care, keep grinding, and I'll see you all in the next video.